So we are going to verify the first law of vibrating string. So the aim of the experiment is to study the relation between the frequency and the length of a given wire under constant tension using a sonometer. So this box is known as a sonometer. One end of the string, we can see here that we had some loads attached to the string, and this load is a constant load that we will be keeping throughout the experiment. So the tension that will be attached to the string, this tension is almost of 2 kg. The other end of the string is kept fixed. In between these two bridges, we had placed a rider. We are going to strike the tuning fork. Gently we'll place it on the sonometer and we'll make the wire to vibrate in unison with this tuning fork. That means the frequency of vibration of the tuning fork and the frequency of vibration of the string should be same. That means the string will vibrate with one of its natural frequency. When both the frequency will match with each other, the resonance will occur and this paper rider will be thrown out. So in the observation table, we can see the first column is for the frequency, and the frequency will start with the highest frequency by keeping the distance between the two bridges to be minimum. So the frequency will be 512 as the first frequency, and then will go on decreasing in a descending order. So 512, 480, 426 and so on. The last is kept for the unknown. So unknown tuning fork is that tuning fork which will be covered by a sellotape whose number will not be visible to you, the frequency of vibrations will not be visible to you, and that unknown frequency has to be determined. So we have set the sonometer to the minimum, that is the distance between the bridges has been kept to the minimum, and we have slightly increased by trial and error method to see where the rider falls out. That means where the wire will start vibrating in unison with the tuning fork. So take the first frequency as 512, that is this will be the highest frequency. Strike it on the rubber pad and place it. So you can see the rider has been thrown from the wire. That means the wire has vibrated in unison with the tuning fork. Measure the distance between the bridges. It is 15 centimeter. So that will be the vibrating length L1 as per the observation table. Now we will verify it for the second time that it has not been fallen by some external agency. So it's verified that the wire has vibrated in unison with the tuning fork and still it's 15 centimeter length. For the first frequency of 512 Hertz, vibrating length is 15. Same for the second time for verification, the mean will be 15 centimeter. Then take the product of N into L. This product will lie within the range of 8000 to 9000. So this is the second highest tuning fork, that is of 480 Hertz. So in the observation table, the next reading will be for 480. Fine. So let us see what is the vibrating length for 480 Hertz. For 512 Hertz, it was 15 centimeter. We had increased the distance between the two bridges, not more than 1 or 2 centimeter. Don't increase it beyond that limit. Strike the tuning fork. You can see the paper rider has been thrown. Now measure the distance between the bridges. It is now 17.2 centimeter. Let us verify for the second time. So this is the vibrating length L1 for 480 Hertz. vibrating length. So it is 17.2 centimeter. So we have verified this vibrating length twice, and every time it has shown us that the reading came out to be 17.2 centimeter. So the vibrating length of the wire for the second reading for 480 Hertz is 17.2. So the mean is 17.2. Find out NL. In this manner, you will be taking 4 known frequencies and 1 unknown frequency. For the unknown frequency, you will once again reduce the distance between the bridges and go on increasing till you find that the rider falls off. That means that the wire vibrates in unison with that unknown frequency. Find out the value of NL. The NL will lie within the range of 8000 to 9000 Hertz centimeter. Then we have to calculate the unknown frequency by the formula. We have calculated the mean NL, and that will be divided by the vibrating length for the unknown frequency. That, as per your book notation, it is mentioned as Lx. So NL mean for the first 5 observations divided by Lx will give us the value of the unknown frequency. Thank you.